Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update on Tesla. I want to show you here the actual price action and why we could see all-time highs, new all-time highs for Tesla in 2025. Everything what I say here is of course not financial advice. This is my opinion based on the chart, but we start here with the support and resistance levels and check together what needs to happen to see here potential new all-time highs for Tesla. The history of the stock, guys, is clear. We have here a huge, massive breakout and bull run since 2019. That was here the initial, the initial start of this absolute incredible squeeze. And we had now here our all-time high for Tesla, slightly newer high, $411, $414 here in 2021 November, just right before the bear market started here. For almost 1 year, we had a bear market. Tesla had its bottom here in the $100 range and now had almost here a 5x move here from $100 when we measure the completely cycle here. 373%. My math is not so strong, guys. So $490 or $488 is now the all-time high which we had here in December 2024. And now it's the question, how high can we go from here and what needs to happen if we want to see a breakout? So before we enable the drawings, let's start with the indicators first. Weekly chart, guys. So I start with the weekly chart. We are here in a very neutral position when we just focus here on the RSI. I would say either in the favor for the bulls. So we have here a strong support, and if you have seen my previous videos, $320 is a major price level here for Tesla. I show you that in a second. Based on here the RSI in the weekly chart, we have a neutral position here in favor for the bulls, not overbought, not oversold. That means we have here quite some room to go to see here a potential all-time high incoming. So when we enable the drawings, guys, then we have this picture here. There are only 3 important price levels for Tesla. The first one I just mentioned, that $320. That is a very volatile zone, guys. The market makers, the bearish market makers, want to keep the price below $320, and the bulls want to bring the price, push the price above that. We have here one resistance at $373, but it's not a super strong resistance in my opinion. That was, of course, here the previous resistance when we had our all-time high back in November 2021. But you can also see that when the bulls want to pump the stock, that we have here some more room to go, because in my opinion, this is how I see the chart, Tesla is moving in an uptrend channel pattern. And yes, there are some price levels in between which can act as a resistance or support, but in my opinion here, the party will end somewhere here in the $490, even $500 range. So we could squeeze out here out of this trend channel to build a new all-time high before maybe by the end of this year or in the last quarter the market starts to plummet. By the way, guys, I make here also breakout and short squeeze predictions, so you will get here a full analysis on Tesla in this video, but I do that for many stocks in the market, and especially if you like to trade volatile stocks, I have some spicy breakout stocks available on Patreon where I try to predict short squeezes. We finished last week with a 130% squeeze in total. The time when I made the screenshot, it was 100%, but this ticker continued to squeeze. And that was one of my, or is one of my Patreon member stocks, which means I always post those stocks before they squeeze. We have a lot of course, methods how to calculate these potential breakouts. In that case, we had here an algo demand zone. So it's not only the time that I try to calculate when the squeeze happens. Of course, I always let my members know also the price ranges here. I cannot give financial advices, guys, of course, but technically the chart is telling us what should happen in a perfect trading world. This is just one example where we had in total a 130% squeeze here after my prediction. If you want to see those stocks, guys, we have only a few slots left on Patreon because we are a very strong and fast growing community here, which I'm very proud of, by the way. The full package membership gives you access to everything, guys, everything on Patreon, my breakout stocks, swing trade alerts, member tutorials, member videos. There is so much content there, guys. If you want to learn trading, there's everything what you need to know, even if you are a complete beginner. The link patreon.com/blackbelttrader is also available here in the video description. For Tesla, guys, I want to go now in more depth. So we switch it to the daily chart. And as you can see, we have here a couple of open down gaps. All these orange lines here mark the open down gaps, but also we have 2 open up gaps to fill. And the first one, closest one, is at 401 US dollar, and the second one is here at 451 US dollar. So that means that not in a perfect trading world, technically, Tesla has to come back to these price levels. And when I see the structure here, how Tesla is moving right now, there was a shakeout here. We can see there was an attempt to bring Tesla down, but the reason of this attempt, technically was to just close this and this gap. We had here 3 open gaps, 1 gap here. I zoom in, guys, that you can see that. So here, these orange fields, guys, this is 1 open gap which has been filled with this massive candle. The second open gap is here, has been also filled with the same candle, and even this gap here has been filled. So if you sometimes don't know why these price actions happen, that is the reason why I can recommend to use indicators who show you these information in the chart, which I also have available here in the video description. So you can see as soon as Tesla closed these 3 gaps here, we had immediately a technical rebounds, and this technical rebounds, to get a feeling of the volatility here for Tesla, guys, was in total around 30%, which is not bad for a stock with this kind here, $1 trillion market capital. So when we see the structure here, if you want to play with EMA lines, we have here a support at 305 US dollar. I don't focus too much on EMA lines, guys, but we can see that Tesla is finding support here somewhere. In my opinion, as I mentioned before, the really, really critical price level is 320 US dollar. That means as long as Tesla is trading above 320 US dollar, we have a bullish sentiment, guys. Yeah, we have the chance to squeeze here, or at least to see a massive breakout, and even the chance to come back here at $480 or higher. That is possible that we see a new all-time high in 2025 for Tesla, guys. Technically, absolutely possible. If the market makers win, the bears win, and bring the price below $320, there are again 2 open gaps which are waiting here at 259 US dollar, 242 US dollar, and even lower. The next strong, very strong support for Tesla is 231 US dollar, which means if we should lose the battle here between bulls and bears, and the bears win, guys, we have here the potential to see a 22, 27, and even 30% crash, within a couple of days or weeks for Tesla. When the market turns bearish, this is my opinion, guys, based on the chart. When the market turns bearish, I honestly have no doubt that Tesla will close these gaps and come back here at least to the $230 price range. This is not too scary. This is just what the chart is telling us. When we see what the bears are able to do, when we had this massive sell-off here, the bear market in 2023 here, you can see the correction for Tesla. The first correction, the latest, was here July 2023 to April 2024. That was already a big correction, but the massive bear market which we had was this move here, and then Tesla came even down to 100 US dollar. That means that we should not build lower lows, but when this is our lowest point here from April 2024, then we can easily see prices here in the 160, 170, $180 range for Tesla based on this chart pattern. This is a realistic scenario if we see a market crash or a bear market coming. My dear friends, that was the update on Tesla. I hope that was helpful. If you want to here copy all the price lines and price levels and so on, then you can, of course, go here in the video description, guys. The program, what you see here, is called TradingView. This is the program what I use for all my videos and all my trades. And if you want to get my indicators, these also available for TradingView, guys, and here in the video description, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you great success and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu. Vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.